It was an early start, the beginning of a long-awaited and long-planned-for day.
God is great, God is good. Let us thank Him for our food.
The Charettes, Helen and Art, their children Cindy, Corey Ann, and David. Unlike most Quebec Catholics, this family goes to church every Sunday. They are devout. The church plays an enormous role in their lives. So today, for them, is very special. At their parish church, and at churches just like this around Montreal, people are already beginning to gather. It's just 7 o'clock.
If you want to line up at the front of the bus that has your number on it.
For months, the Charettes have organized buses, tickets, plans, everything one needs to get to the Mass to see the Pope. From their parish, nearly 300 people head off. This, they say, is a modern-day pilgrimage.
Our Father, who art in heaven.
People pray, sing hymns, just to get ready. But between the bus and the Mass, there's a hike.
Thank you very much, John. Yes, that's my Pope John Paul Rose.
There are hundreds heading in the same direction. There is confusion.
They'll tell us when we get in there where. Okay.
And there is expectation.
I feel, I guess, kind of like the people must have felt 2,000 years ago when they were waiting. I'm presuming in an atmosphere, in a situation such as this, knowing that Christ was on his way into their city.
A 10-second glimpse, an altar hundreds of meters away. From the crowd and to the Charettes, the Pope is a barely visible figure. But that, it seems, is enough.
They can have their Michael Jacksons, and they can have their Boy Georges, and they can have all their excitement over those kind of events, but nothing will ever take the place of something like this for me.
Enough for this family to be in the same park, under the same rain, to be part of the same Mass. Sheila McVicker, CBC News, Montreal.
Day 3 of the papal visit, and John Paul is sticking to the grueling pace he set for himself from the beginning. Here in Montreal, thousands lined the streets for a quick look at the Pope-mobile and the Pope as he began his day at 8. First stop was St. Joseph's Oratory. He was swept up by enthusiastic worshippers. He prayed briefly at the tomb of Brother Andre, the man whose zeal was responsible for the building of the oratory and who was beatified by Jean Paul 2 years ago in Rome. The pontiff then addressed some 3,000 priests, knowing the church in Quebec is losing both priests and worshippers. John Paul tried to boost morale. He told the priests they still have a role in society and must not be silent.
The theology of the body, the respect for life, sharing with the underprivileged, and in general, when it comes down to the Beatitudes, then Christians, and more particularly priests, cannot accept to remain silent.
Then on to Jarry Park, where more than 300,000 people patiently were waiting in a light rain, waiting to celebrate Mass with their pontiff.
Au nom du Père et du Fils et du Saint-Esprit.
But first he beatified Sister Marie-Leonie Paradis, the founder of an order of nuns who are housekeepers to priests. Beatification is one step removed from sainthood. He cited Sister Marie as an example of devotion to the spiritual life, an example other women should admire.
I address it especially to women, like all the baptized. You are called to holiness in order to sanctify the world according to your vocation in the plan of God.
The central feature of the day was the celebration of Mass in Canada's largest Roman Catholic city. And late this afternoon, John Paul went to Notre Dame Basilica, where he reveled in the company of 2,500 children. It's not certain who was having the most fun. Dan Bjarnason, CBC News.